In this video, we will look at the procedure for and duration of registration of trademark under the Trademarks Act 1999. We know that sections 18 to 26 deal with the registration and the procedure for registration of the trademark. We will look at some of the sections in this chapter with the with a look at the registration of Shanaya and Keith, the trademark for a private company in the textile space, namely Dhanesh Weaving Pvt Limited. Let's have a look at section 18 of the Trademarks Act. Section 18 talks about the application for trademark. Section 18 subsection 1 states that any person, it's not talking about a registered user or registered proprietor, it's just saying that any person claiming to be the proprietor of a trademark used or proposed to be used, who is desirous of registering it, shall apply in writing to the registrar in the prescribed manner for the registration of his trademark. So we have the company Dhanesh Weaving Pvt Limited, who has its address in Mumbai, applying for the trademark Shanaya and Keith. The category of the mark is word. Under section 18(1) of the Trademarks Act. This is form TM-A of the Trademarks Act 1999, which is the form for the application of registration of trademark. Now, the date of the application is the 12th of July 2019. So on 12th of July 2019, this company applies for the trademark Shanaya and Keith. The class of this application is class 24. The description being textiles and substitute for textiles, household linen, curtains of textile or plastic. This is the Wakalatnama wherein the company Dhanesh Weaving Pvt Limited gave their Wakalatnama to represent them in this matter to an advocate by the name of Pooja Shri. Let's have a look at section 18 subsection 3 of the Trademarks Act. It states that every application under subsection 1 shall be filed in the office of the trademark registry within whose territorial limits the principal place of business in India of the applicant is situated. Now, we know that the principal place of business of this company is Mumbai, and therefore the jurisdiction of the trademark office will be Mumbai. This is the certificate of registration of the private limited company Dhanesh Weaving Pvt Limited. It's registered, its principal place of business being Mumbai, Maharashtra. Let's look at section 18(4) of the Trademarks Act. Section 18 subsection 4 states that, subject to the provisions of the Act, the registrar can do three things. Number one, he can accept the application for registration of trademark, he can refuse the application, or he can accept it with certain amendments, modifications, conditions, or limitations as he thinks fit. Section 18(5) states that should he refuse it, he has to give in writing the reasons why he is refusing the application for registration of trademark. Or for that matter, if he is asking for certain conditions to be imposed, then what are those conditions? Section 20 of the Trademarks Act talks about advertisement of application. Section 20 subsection 1 states that when an application for registration of a trademark has been accepted, whether absolutely or subject to certain conditions and limitations, the registrar shall cause the application to be accepted together with the limitations or conditions, if any, subject to which it has been accepted, to be advertised in the prescribed manner. So the rules will say how the advertisement should be. Now, if we look at our company, Dhanesh Weaving Pvt Limited, which is registering its trademark Shanaya and Keith, we saw that on the 12th of July 2019, it applied for registration. On the 9th of August 2019, we had the report of the trademark registrar, and in this report, as you can see, it's addressed to the advocate on the 9th of August 2019, stating that the above said application shall be advertised in the trademark journal as accepted under the provisions of section 20 subsection 1 of the Trademarks Act. So on the 19th of August 2019, you had it being published in the Trademark Journal number 1915, under class 24 that deals with textiles. Shanaya and Keith is the trademark which has to be registered. This is the number. Dhanesh Weaving Pvt Limited, the company owning the trademark, claiming to be the owner of the trademark. The name and address of the advocate. The use, that means it's proposed to be used. The jurisdiction and the class in which this trademark falls. Now let's have a look at section 21 of the Trademarks Act. Section 21 of the Trademarks Act talks about the opposition to the registration. It says that now when the application has been submitted to the registrar for registration of the trademark, and the registrar has directed that the application be advertised, within 4 months, whoever wants to object to the said application, that is registering the trademark, within 4 months he has to give in writing the reasons why he wants to oppose the application, and these reasons should be in writing to the registrar. So the time period is 4 months. Now, in this case, Shanaya and Keith's case, no one objected, and because no one objected, we have within 4 months the registrar giving his okay for registering the mark. So if you look at section 23, section 23 talks about registration. It's section 23(1) states that when an application for registration of a trademark has been accepted and the application has not been opposed and the time for notice of opposition has expired, the registrar shall register the said trademark within 18 months of filing of the application, and the trademark, when registered, shall be registered as of the date of making of the said application. Now we know that the date of making of the said application in the case of Shanaya and Keith was the 12th of July 2019. So it will be registered as on 12th of July 2019, and that will be deemed as the date of registration. Section 23(2) states that on the registration of trademark, the registrar shall issue to the applicant a certificate in the prescribed form of registration thereof, sealed with the seal of the trademark registry. So, on the 6th of January 2020, 4 months from the date of the announcement was in August, so September, October, November, December. In January, since no objection was filed by anyone, the trademark was registered. The trademark Shanaya and Keith was registered in favor of Dhanesh Weaving Pvt Limited. The date of registration was the 12th of July 2019, when the company made an application for registration of the trademark. Section 26 talks about the duration, renewal, removal, and restoration of registration. Section 25, subsection 1 specifically states that the registration of the trademark shall be for a period of 10 years. So, on the on the 12th of July 2019, the was made since it went unopposed. The date of registration was 12th of July 2019. Take 10 years hence, the registration is valid up to the 12th of July 2029. This thus completes our video on the sections relating to the registration of trademark. In this particular case of Shanaya and Keith, the trademark application made by Dhanesh Weaving Pvt Limited.